What's going on, everybody? Oliver Ford here, coming to you from Maysville, North Carolina. Today is January 11th. Happy New Year to everybody out there. So, first and foremost, you know the drill. Say thank you to my Lord and Savior. Thank you to my guardian angel. Thank you to the Creator. I couldn't have gotten this far. Like I said before, I keep thinking back to moments in my life where things just work out. They just work out in my favor, and it has to be somebody watching over me, some entity watching over me. My life is pretty much in alignment. I know some would say, well, if your life was in alignment, none of this would happen. It's not that simple. It really isn't that simple. Do I have all the answers? No, but it's not that simple. But things always work out, so I'm not too worried about it. Again, with the judgment casting, it's not my place to judge people and to say this is going to happen to you or this. No, I've learned, and I'm still learning, to let that stuff go. The animosity, the just thinking about all that stuff, the wrongs that's being done to me and so forth. I'm learning. It's not nothing is on my timeline. It's on the Creator's timeline. It's what the universe decides. It recently came to my attention that one of the people I've been battling, one of the clerks, lost somebody dear to them. Like I said, it's not my place to judge. My condolences to you. I don't wish bad on anybody, but they get their just due. It's that simple. I don't know what their just due is. I know what I want for my compensation for what I went through. But as far as their punishment, that's up to the Creator. Anyway, thank you, Creator. Thank you for another wonderful day. I love my life. Can't say anything. Anyway, this video is to let y'all know that on Monday, the 13th, I will be headed to court once more for a hearing. This hearing, and I got the notice in the mail, and let me show you the two notice I got. So I got those notices, and they were in response to a motion to set aside that was submitted to the court for the illegal orders that the judge wrote on me, violating my rights and freedom of religion. All that stuff just went out the window when they wrote these. But here's a copy of the motion to set aside that was submitted to the court. So now I have no idea what the hearing is going to be like, because so far, every time I've gone to court, it's either a corrupt judge or their buddy, people they've worked with, even the conflict judges. When you research them, you find out they used to be in Onslow or whatever the case may be. The last judge, when my wife went to court, she had a God complex or something, because a guy that was there to support my wife, to help my wife, not going to say his name, but she kicked him out of court because he had a service dog with him. Now, this is a superior court judge, and she let it be known that she's a superior court judge. She let it be known that she's a superior court judge. What she says goes. She just violated it, right? The American with Disability Act, she just violated, threw that out the window, asking for all kind of paperwork and shit he need to provide to show his dog could be in there, and she kicked him out of the courtroom. You know, if something that simple, can you imagine what they'll do if you go up against them? These people don't care. They've been doing this for so long that it comes as second nature for them to break the law and do things that they're not supposed to do. That's second nature. So when it comes to doing the right thing, they have to think about it. Now, let me tell you this. This is just me personally. I despise people that take advantage of their position to hurt others. I can't stand them. All my life, I hated it, and I've always fought against it. Period. That's just me. I don't like, I've used my position to help others. You know, you can't do that, but you know, you got to help people. I've utilized my position to help others. I don't utilize my position to take advantage of people. And I've seen a lot of that. The clerk of court, the judges, the lawyers, they all utilize their position to take it, and I can't stand it. And it's not just in the judicial system. I've had friends that they're in companies and they see the opportunity to show their power. They're like, oh, you're not getting that because I can. There's no legal background for it. There's no reason why they need to do it, but they can do it, so they do it. I despise it. I won't deal with you. I won't deal with you, and I'll fight you wherever I can. And that's what I'm doing. These people took advantage of their position, you know, and I say this, and I'm sure I'll get backlash for it. I've lost respect for, I know people, I know bailiffs in the courtroom. I've known a few of them for years, and I've lost all respect for them. They could sit by and just say, well, I'm just doing my job. And it's not my place to say, because if I do that, then I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to lose my job. So they sit back and watch the atrocities. They sit back and it's all across the board. Like I said, it's not just our judicial system. It's all about, it's people, their cop out is, I'm just doing my job. That to me, that's a cop out. That's a cop out. We will never get anywhere as a society, as a people. Unity. I can't stress this enough, people. We have the power. We have the power. You know, a friend of mine, you know, told me, he said, you know, in the courtroom, they have the power. No, we give them that power. We let them have that power. If you notice, at least with me, what they do is they try to clear the courtroom because I challenge them. They try to clear the courtroom before I go in there because I challenge them. Of course, they lock my black ass up, you know, when I challenge them. But that's what because they don't want people to see that I'm challenging them. And a lot of times I challenge them on the law. The laws they soar to uphold, but they bypass these laws when it suits their purpose. They bypass these laws for financial gain, for personal gain. And they do that a lot in the system, you know, and I tell people, the fact that I've taken it this far against the clerk, the lawyers, the judges, they're not used to that because people just normally roll over. They normally don't fight them. They don't challenge them. They take their word as bond. They take their word as coming from a king or a queen or coming from, you know, it's absolute. They take that as such, but it's not as such. It's not the things they do are not absolute, you know, but they've manipulated the system to where, oh, you have to submit this paperwork and it goes through this person. Just like they did to me when they put in the gatekeeping order. Oh, you got to get it approved by one of us in order for you to submit it. What kind of shit is that? But these are the things they do, and they do it throughout society. In every part of society, that's what they've manipulated the system to do, where you have to get their approval in order to do things against them, in order to go against them. When I started this journey, I found out you have to get a state approval in order to sue the state. That makes sense to you? But anyway, like I said, I've lost all respect for people in those positions that won't stand up, that won't say something, for fear of losing their job or whatever. But things are changing. Things are going to change. I believe that. I feel that it's going to change. Like I said, I feel I'm chosen. And like I said before, and I tell you again, Onslow County, let my people go. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm coming with everything. This isn't going to stop here. If I have to take all this to the Supreme Court, that's what I'm going to do. But it's not going to get any better till people start standing up. Start standing up. Stand up for your neighbors. Not necessarily come stand up for me, but I'm saying stand up for your neighbors. We're so quick to fight each other, but we won't fight the system. All these gangbangers out there, you're killing your neighbors. You're killing your own boy. You're killing your friends. You're killing people all around you. But when it comes to fighting the system, you won't fight it. And they come and they lock you up. One police officer could go in and terrorize a whole neighborhood. Why? Because we've been conditioned to let that happen. We've been conditioned to say, hey, he's authority. He's right. They're going to come back and get us later if we don't comply. And that's usually what they do. The whole world is turning into a January 6th. What they do is take videos of you. Then when you disperse and everybody forget about what's going on, they come back later and get you one by one. Lock your ass up. One by one. That's how they do it. Divide and conquer. That's the truest statement in any situation. Divide and conquer. And that's what they do. That's what they do to us. But you can't divide. You can't separate me from my Creator. It's that simple. You can't separate me from that faith. You can't. Things are in alignment. But anyway, that's my little video for today. People, like I said, I'll be in court for the hearings on the 13th, 9:30 a.m. I'll be there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day.